Hello everyone, welcome to our third Cooking with Your Kids Summer Edition. I'm Gabrielle here with Kenny from Oxmoor Auto Group, and we are here with our dear friend Chef Teresa. So Chef, what are we making today?
We are going to do some grilled pizza.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
I'm excited about the grilled pizza. When I got the email saying it's grilled pizza, I was almost like a kid running through the classroom. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. It's pizza day, it's pizza day.
I just figured it's hot outside still. You know, we've been talking about the heat and wanting to make sure that we're helping parents and kiddos eat something good, you know, build something together,
Right.
But we still want to be comfortable. You
Right.
know, we don't want to heat up the house.
No, we don't.
So here in the community kitchen in the Dare to Care Parkland campus, you know, we can't do an outdoor grill here, but we do have a griddle on our stove today. So you can take the lessons learned in our video today and apply those outside, inside, in the oven. This dough and this recipe is very forgiving.
I can't wait to get started, but before we do that, there's a reason if you've seen this for the first time, the first video, that we've got these books in front of us. These are Usborne books, and they're great children's books, but we also found a segment that's excellent for cooking. And some of the stuff that Chef Teresa's been cooking has come from these books. Now, why is that important to you? All you have to do is like this video and like Dare to Care's Facebook page, and you're entered in it for a drawing. So after each cooking show, we draw some winners, and they get these mailed in to their box with a nice little note. So be sure you like it. And Chef, let's get this pizza going.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So welcome back to the third installment of our summer cooking series with Oxmoor Auto Group. I am joined today by the one and only Vincent James. He is our president and CEO, and you've been with us for how long now, Vincent?
9 months.
9 months. 9 months. The labor's been long, but the baby is beautiful, right?
Beautiful.
Perfect.
Love what I'm doing.
So we're really glad to have Vincent in the kitchen with us here today. I'm going to get him to roll up his sleeves and get a little dirty with me today. Is that
Yes,
all right?
that's all right.
Cool.
I haven't cooked in 10 years though, so I have to warn you.
I'll be gentle. So this dough, this recipe is really, really simple. We're going to go ahead and put that in the show notes for you, but in the interest of time, we're just going to start with the dough as it's already made. And as I mentioned before, it's very, very forgiving. You can press it out and bake it in the oven. You can put it on top of the griddle like we're going to do today, or you can put it in your grill outside.
Awesome.
Any way to avoid heating up the house, right?
Yes, anything, especially during this heat.
Cool. So Vincent has already washed his hands. Here's our dough, and you can see how really nice and soft and supple this dough is. So what you're going to do is you're just going to pick it up by the edge of your dough and work your way around it, just kind of pinching it around
Like
in a circle. Just work your way around.
Okay. And do I toss it in the air?
No, we're not. I'm not a pizza professional, so I will not be tossing the pizza in the air. You are more than welcome to give it a try. And then you're going to work some of that material out of the middle and push it out towards the edges.
Out toward the edges.
There you go. There you go.
Wow, I feel like a professional at this almost.
Right? So let's go ahead and put that down on a piece of lightly greased parchment paper, and that's just to prevent it from sticking to anything. And you're just going to press that out until it's about 3/4 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch thick. We want it to be really thin. When we put it on the griddle or on top of the grill, that's not the same as an oven. So we want to make sure it's thin enough to bake off the top as well as the bottom and still have time to melt and heat up all your toppings without scorching the bottom. So it's a little bit of a learning curve to do with this, but it's just like grilling anything on the grill. You've got hot spots, you've got cooler spots. You're going to constantly be moving your food around in between those spots.
All right.
So this looks amazing, and you can see how really flexible and easy the dough is to work with. So just want to make sure we get it nice and thin in the middle.
All right.
So that looks really good. And then this is always one of my favorite parts. So we're going to take it and we're going to shift it over to the griddle. We're going to cook it on one side for about 2 minutes.
Okay.
And then we'll flip it over. And then we'll add all of our toppings and set our timer for about 10 to 12 minutes or until everything is ready to go.
Awesome.
Alrighty, so here we go. So we're just going to drop it straight onto the most hottest part for about 2 minutes. All right, so it's been about 2 minutes, and we're going to go ahead and just flip this over. Love it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and scoot this back because I've got a hot spot right there in the middle of the grill pan. And we're just going to scoot this back onto a cooler spot of the griddle. And I'm going to go ahead and let you dress that however you want.
Okay, can I dress it right here?
Absolutely.
All right.
So we have some homemade pizza sauce.
All right.
So let me get you a spoon.
All right. Take this. And this is how I've seen them do it.
Yep, just pour it right in the middle, and then
middle?
use the back of the measuring spoon to just kind of smear it all over the place.
Okay.
And I'll include the recipe for the pizza sauce in the show notes as well. And this one's really easy to put together. Basically, it's just tomato paste, olive oil, some seasonings, and a little bit of water to thin it down.
All right.
So there you go. All right, so then I have chicken, roasted chicken. I also have some teeny tiny pepperoni.
Okay.
And some bacon. What of that would you like?
The chicken. We'll start with the chicken.
Chicken. Just get you a couple of pieces of chicken. And again, you just dress that however you
Okay.
like. So you can see how easy this would be to just kind of clean your kitchen, your refrigerator out of some like leftovers.
Oh, yes.
And then have the kiddos just dress their own. I'm a huge fan of mix and match type recipes. I'm a huge fan of ways to get kids involved in the kitchen. And so this is one of those ways that just makes it really easy. Have it all kind of set up and then offer them choices. Do you want this or that?
This definitely is something I could do.
This. So I've got some tomatoes, some garden fresh tomatoes, and then I've got a really beautiful yellow pepper. Would you like any of that?
Both.
Both. Let's put a few of those in there for you. And a couple of tomatoes.
All right. Oh.
Man down. It's okay. It's okay. And when
We
this
can
happens at home,
adjust.
we just tell the kiddo, you know what? It's okay.
We can make some adjustments.
We can make some adjustments. Do you want another tomato?
Yes. That will work. Thank
You're
you.
very welcome. Looking good
All right.
already. Not forget to set my timer here. I've got some spinach. I've got some bacon. I've got some Kenny from Oxmoor Auto Group brought me some garden fresh basil and oregano.
I'll have that. We'll start with that.
Here's the
A
basil.
little bit of that. Oh, it smells awesome.
I know. He opened up the bag and this whole kitchen just. There's the oregano.
All right.
And then we have some mozzarella cheese and some Parmesan.
Okay.
And by offering kids a choice, this or that, it makes them more likely to choose something you want them to have. Do you want tomatoes or peppers? If you just ask them, do you want tomatoes or peppers, they might tell you no, but if you give them a choice between a couple of things, most of the time, they'll pick one of those things.
One or the other.
And it's just a good way to get their buy-in. You know, if you can get them to agree to do the thing, sometimes you can get them to follow through with the thing. And the
Oh,
more
that's awesome.
vegetables we get into kids, the better. So is that it for cheese for you?
That's it. That's
All right,
it.
so we're just gonna let that go for about 8 to 10 minutes or until the dough is completely done and
Okay.
your cheese is melted. If you're in an air-conditioned room like we are here, you might need to take a frying pan and turn it over upside down on top, just so that way the cheese gets nice and melty.
Okay.
And then we'll just keep going. I think I'm gonna make a pizza too.
Awesome.
All right.
Awesome. I get to watch you now.
Alrighty, Vincent, I think your pizza is ready.
All right.
It's ready.
The
All right.
unveiling is now.
So we did turn over a pan over the top of it so we can melt the cheese and we can let everything kind of finish baking in there. So let's turn that over. That looks really good.
That does.
So we're just going to take that off and we will cut that up into pieces in just a moment. I'm going to go ahead and finish up my pizza and then we will be able to, I think you brought a guest for me.
I do.
Who'd
we
you bring?
do have a guest.
Who'd you bring?
My grandson Harrison.
Oh my
He's
goodness.
so excited about having the
That-
opportunity.
This is going to be awesome. So we can really demonstrate how a kid can go ahead and make the pizza,
Yes,
right?
yes.
All right, well then I'm excited to meet Harrison. I'm going to go ahead and build my pizza first and then we'll bring Harrison on, okay? So I'm going to also take a little bit of that homemade pizza sauce. And we're just going to put about a tablespoon or so on there. Maybe a little more. There we go. I'm also going to put on some chicken. And some bacon because bacon makes everything better.
Absolutely.
I really like the way these yellow peppers look, so I think I'm going to take some of those too. That looks good, and I love spinach. So spinach on there too. And lastly, some cheese.
That looks good.
Awesome. And I think you were right. I think a little bit of that fresh basil sounds really good. There we go. So I'm just going to go ahead and reset that timer and let that go for about 10 minutes. And I'll put a pan over the top of it to let it finish baking for that last 2 to 3 minutes.
Awesome.
All right, Harrison, so here's our pizza dough. You're just gonna pick it up, kind of like you would pick up a cookie, and then you're just gonna pinch the edges all the way around, okay?
Okay.
Here you go. And you're just gonna pinch the edges just like this. Work your way all the way around like you're going around a steering wheel. There you go.
You're getting the hang of
That
it.
looks good. Okay, now we're gonna put it down on the paper, and you're gonna use your fingertips to push all that dough nice and flat. Can you do that? Perfect. Kind of squishy feeling, huh?
You're doing a good job, Harrison.
All right, let's turn this over like this, and now go that way.
That?
Mm-hmm. Just like that. Yep. So we're just going to use our fingers, and we're just going to press the dough all the way out to the edges because we want it to be nice and thin. It'll rise when we bake it, but we want it to cook all the way through. So that looks awesome. Cool. So let's go ahead and get yours on the griddle, and then when we'll flip it over, then you can add your toppings to it. How's that sound?
What kind of toppings do you like?
I like pepperoni.
Pepperoni? You like any of the other?
Cheese, yes.
Cheese?
It's not a pizza without cheese.
Not a pizza without cheese. I agree.
I agree. So your grandpa told me that you like pepperoni. So we found some pepperonis to go on your pizza. Is there anything else we're going to put on there for you?
Cheese.
Cheese.
Every pizza has to have cheese.
Cheese, that's right. Alrighty, Harrison, your timer just went off, so we're going to flip it over, okay? Here we go. All right. So there we go. Let's go ahead and do your toppings, okay? All right, Harrison, so let's go ahead and get started making your pizza. Are we going to put a little sauce on it for you?
Yes.
Do you like a lot of sauce or a little sauce? Or normal sauce?
Just normal sauce.
Normal sauce. All right, so there's the sauce for your pizza. And then,
Just bread with toppings on it if you don't have sauce.
I agree,
Yeah.
It's
I
just
agree.
bread with toppings on it.
Bread with toppings on
Yes.
it.
Very smart kid right here.
All right, so you like pepperoni, right? So let's put pepperoni on your pizza. Do you like lots of pepperoni, little bits of pepperoni?
A lot.
A lot of
Lot.
pepperoni. All right, man after my own heart. Got it.
Have you ever seen pepperonis this small? No. We were talking about it, and they're little baby ones. They're adorable.
Little teeny tiny ones.
Pepperonis are like this size.
They
That's
are,
true.
yes,
It's
very
true.
true.
Now, would you like any vegetables? I've got tomatoes and peppers.
No.
No peppers today? Okay. Let's go ahead and put your cheese on. Okay.
You can barely even say the pepperonis, you know.
I know, I hid them all underneath the cheese. Let's see, I also have some basil and I have some oregano. It just adds extra flavor. Would you like some extra flavor?
No.
No extra flavor? Okay, sounds good. So we're gonna set a timer now for about 10 minutes. In that last 2 minutes of cooking, we're gonna go ahead and turn over a frying pan over that so it gets the cheese nice and melted, okay? Alrighty, so it's been about 12 minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and take off the frying pan off of my pizza, And my cheese is nice and melted, and it looks really good. It smells really good. I'm really excited to eat this. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this down, and I'm gonna keep working on Harrison's pizza, and then we're all gonna try our pizzas together, okay? Alrighty, so now Harrison's pizza is all done. I'm gonna go ahead and switch the frying pan. Well, during the break, I went ahead and did Gabrielle's pizza. Gabrielle, what did you put on your pizza?
I put a little bit of everything. I have chicken, I have pepperonis, I have both cheeses and tomatoes and peppers, and what was the top?
Some of Kenny's basil,
Yes,
right?
Kenny's basil. I took a little bit, and it looks delicious, so I'm excited.
Right. So I'm gonna go ahead and put Harrison's pizza just in a safe spot just to keep warm.
Can I wave at the camera?
Yeah, you can say hi.
Is there anybody you wanna say hello to?
I don't know who's watching.
Everybody.
Everybody's gonna watch.
You wanna say hello to your mom or your dad or your grandparents?
I don't. But what if other people think I'm talking to them?
I'm pretty sure they know you mean your mom and dad.
I'm mom and dad.
Oh, so
Do you have any
sweet.
pets? Do you wanna say hello to any of your pets?
I don't think my dog doesn't know how to watch. I try and make him watch my tablet, and he just looks away. He never listens.
Alrighty, Gabrielle, I think your pizza is all ready to go.
Yes, ma'am.
There you go. So we're just gonna go ahead and again, just keep this warm while we're waiting for everybody else's pizzas to get. And then we started a dough over here for Kenny's pizza because he works really hard. We wanna make sure that he's fed today too.
Can't forget about him.
Can't forget about Kenny.
You have any helpers to help you?
I do. We have a lot of people in there who help to make meals for lots of
Do
people
you
every
have
day.
a lot of sous chefs?
I do. I have 2 of them. Yeah, it's pretty smart. You know what a sous chef is? That's cool.
Yes, it's another word for under chef.
Jeez, oh Pete.
Wow.
Alrighty, so we cannot make poor Harrison wait any longer. We're gonna go ahead and get these out of the warming cabinet, and we're gonna go ahead and get them cut up, and then we're all gonna try our pizzas, okay?
Sounds good.
All right, Harrison, so you had a pepperoni pizza, right? Okay, give that just a second to let it cool just a little bit because it's really hot, okay? And then Gabrielle,
Yes,
you
ma'am.
had peppers and tomatoes and chicken, and did you have bacon on yours?
No, no bacon.
No bacon.
You have bacon.
I think
I had
Kenny.
bacon.
Yeah, you and Kenny had the bacon.
Here's mine.
It smells
I don't
delicious.
even know what Papa got on his pizza.
I'm making one for Kenny as well, so I'm gonna go ahead and scoot that back because my timer just went off. I don't want it to get overdone.
Cheese doesn't look as kept.
Yep, so we're gonna put the pan right on top of it, and that's gonna help us melt that cheese down. There we go. We're gonna go ahead and try our pizzas. How's that for you right now, Harrison? Is that good?
Yep.
Is that
All right.
okay?
Good.
Delicious. How is it?
So good.
Is it good?
I'm glad I didn't just cook one piece. Now I have all that.
So good. Out of the mouths of babes, right?
Right, exactly.
I'm getting close to the pepperoni. Yay.
Chef, the pizza's amazing. Thank you so much for doing this. This has been so much fun.
Oh, I'm so glad you enjoyed yourself. I'm so glad you enjoyed your pizza. I hope everybody else does too.
Yes, pizza's amazing.
So once again, jump over, like this video, like the page, and Gabby, what happens then?
Well, then you will be entered into the drawing for a cooking book from Usborne Books. Thank you guys so much for joining us for this summer cooking show with Chef Teresa. This has been an absolute blast. All 3 recipes have been so delicious. And, you know, the summer rolls was something that I have never had, and I really, really enjoyed it. So thank you so much.
I'm so glad you enjoyed it.